Oh man, this is probably a bad idea. Hello, Steam viewers, and welcome to the first episode of Jekyllstein Gray Plays Doki Doki Literature Club, which, I guess because I do have anxiety, I might not finish this, but it is Halloween, so, yeah, I guess. Man, they come right out of the gate. Wait, what? Where do they go? Alright, I guess I'm launching it again. Full screen. Yeah, I know. Huh? Okay, that was weird. So, by the way, just for the record, I do know that this game gets pretty twisted. But, I don't know anything more than that. Oh, oops. I was too quiet. So if any of you fuckers spoil this game for me in the comments, I'm going to be very, very pissed. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Let's just make sure. Why isn't it? Let's see. I guess we'll do a new game. Jekyllstein. Well, at least it lets you spell Jekyllstein. Hey! See an annoying girl running toward you in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally blue. So this is basically a dating sim. Sayori. Wait for me, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming with you. Only I'm allowed to worry too much about me. Oof. Okay, it is recording. That's good. What? Oh, come on! Me and my anxiety. Sorry about this, esteemed viewers. Yeah, I know. Is there not a save? No. Alright, new game. Interesting, you didn't ask me for my name. I'll just I mean, the nice thing about visual novels is you can kind of just skip through the parts that you already you just skip through the parts that you've already read. Oh yeah, I do remember the feeling of, oh, I have to join a club. Alright, I might as well do the game club. And it was fun, but it's also, I mean, if you're like me and you just always want to huddle up and play these weird indie games, Meanie. No way, dude. I love anime as much as the next guy, but, yeah, that is something I have a tendency to say. I've said it on this show before. Also, so much. That I feel like that's an offhand remark that's going to get. Going back to I mean the ass girl one. What the? Hey, guys like reading too. I love the idea. My name's Jekyllstein. I don't like literature. It's a totally normal dating sim. I like Yuri. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not being super analytical again. Seems to be kind of a trend. It's actually kind of harder to do it when you're playing a game for the first time. I kind of wish I had read those content warnings. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I don't know. I mean, I can deal with disturbing content. It's a... Yeah, she made it for the new kid, not for the new... I mean, yeah, I get that it wasn't for Jekyllstein specifically. Oh man, I'm playing as an asshole. So, I love Adam Millard's video. You know, again, I know that this gets pretty messed up. I mean, they do warn you. It's funny though because I still kind of feel like I'm being lulled into a false sense of security. The the what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I love Adam Millard's video about about games that 2017 games you should have played. Or it's like Doki Doki Literature Club is a game where you and then like the screen goes black and the tone changes and there's red. It's like you can date all the cute girls and nothing bad happens. You know. I was afraid of this question. Well, my name is Jekyllstein Gray. All the politics. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm hoping this isn't just a bunch of fucked up shit they throw at you. I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of point. But don't you tell me. Do not spoil this for me. Ever since I watched, what's this, Lorono's video about God of War 4, where he mentions that someone spoiled something for him in this chat. Now I'm, like, paranoid about it. I mean, it's a big twist. You find it at the very end if you've played God of War 4. Also, don't mention God of War, what I'm talking about in the comments, because then someone might be reading him who has not played God of War 4. But also, go play God of War 4. It's really good. My name is Jekyllstein Gray. Those are pretty cool. Again, I'm more into the gothic. Uh-oh. I read a horror book once. My name's Jekyllstein Gray. Although, you know, I should know that parents do not... parents are the ones who decide the name, not the child. So, I mean, obviously that can be different, but... there's foreshadowing. Okay, now I gotta know what the poem is. I've written a couple poems. Only one of which I think is okay. Oh, man. Hashtag relatable. Oh, boy. Seriously, though. Oh, such a fantasy. I mean, it's probably... I actually wonder if that's what this is going to be about. Oh boy. Anxiety about creative work. That's like my whole thing. Yay! Because with 4 interesting people who all like literature, I think I'd manage. Time to write a poem. Okay. Let's see. I like philosophy. Intellectual. Marriage. Now I'm gonna go with passion. I mean, come on. I'm a classical romantic. Headphones, summer sticky. Oh, come on. Fantasy. What? Nature. Crimson. Anxiety. Skirt. Oh, man. Existence. So it's interesting how all the stuff for her seems, for that makes her happy seems to be kind of in the middle. Cry. Swimsuit. Oh, man. Let's see. Wrath. Frightening. Nightcap. It's just like a poem that's just listing random pieces of like women's clothing. Sure, that'll well, yeah, whatever. Death. Okay, that made her happy. That'll make her happy. Okay, actually, what does Doki Doki mean? Like, it's weird because the other Doki Doki I can think of is Doki Doki Panic, which was the Japanese version of what was ported to America as Mario 2. Determination. Effulgent. Secretive. Scars. Let's see. Unstable. And, essence. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, if Full Metal Alchemist, the manga is anything like Brotherhood, it's definitely worth it. And, you know, if I can praise Watchmen as the masterpiece of, you know, storytelling, I can definitely... I'm sure I have no knowledge of manga. My friend over the fourth wall is very into it right now, so I'm going to link to his channel below. Oh man, this is how I actually did almost set my dorm room on fire. Oh, I didn't almost set it on fire, but I did. I'll tell that story later. Yeah. Yeah. Book. Sure. One good short read I read over the summer is H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. It's like 120 pages. Not that long, but damn, it's good. Oh man, I know the feeling. I mean, it's not just, I mean, I very, in case you were watching for the first time, I am on the spectrum, so I do have a tendency to avoid eye contact. Portrait of Markov. Is this gonna be like Dorian Gray? Oh yeah. Well, I don't like those kind of stuff. Well, depends. So here. So here. Oh, yeah. There's a reason. It's a literature club after all. Yeah. A beautiful, interesting person reading over your shoulder does not sound like a bad thing. It's funny. I think Yuri might be more like me than the than the actual person I'm playing as. I actually have a friend who we have these like sorry offs where he'll be like, I'm sorry. We're both like, we apologize a lot for minor things, and I think we're both Canadian or something. We and And the what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and we'll have like a sorry off where he'll be like, I'm sorry, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, you're sorry, and he'll be like, I'm sorry, you're sorry, I'm sorry, and so on and so on and so on. And also the and all like I don't want to read in that kind of scenario. Is it though? Yeah, I always like the characters that remind me of myself. It's interesting how the mechanics incentivize not writing poetry not for yourself, but to impress others. Oh yeah, I never use bookmarks. That is one thing I have in common with my avatar. Oh man. I feel like some of this is like obvious foreshadowing, and some of this is probably, and some of this is like, I think this is foreshadowing, but I'm not 100% sure. Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. So yeah, ghost under the light. It's funny, I was like, oh, that sounds like a ghost. And then I like looked and reread the title and I was like, oh yeah, ghost. Oh, trust me, her handwriting is fine. You haven't seen bad handwriting until you've seen mine. Good thing, I mean, thank God for typing. Because if it wasn't for that, I would not get anywhere as a writer. I do love a story, or I do love a poem that you can just like sink your teeth into and like examine every word, and that's one of the reasons why I love Percy Shelley's Ozymandias. It's like 2 stanzas. I've got the whole thing memorized, and me and my dad had a conversation about it for like an hour, because there is a lot there. Wait, for me? Why are you doing it for me? Alright. So we're probably going to finish up this day's literature, then I gotta go to bed. Let's see. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I feel like other people actually like my work more than I like my work. I've had people compliment it, and I'm like, I don't understand. It's not good. I kind of prefer both. I kind of prefer both styles depending on. I lean more towards Yuri's. Oh man. And somehow this is gonna be a horror game. Again, I'm just gonna reiterate: if you're typing, if any of you motherfuckers are typing a comment that's gonna spoil something, stop immediately. Hole in wall. It shouldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina is already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Oh boy. Huh. I am worried as to what's going to happen. This is definitely shaping up to be a metagame, which I'm of different minds about. I think they are kind of important, and I think the medium is kind of in this adolescent phase of like we're trying to figure out what we are and what we want to be and what we can be. But I also sometimes wish a game would just work on its own rather than be a metagame. Oh, you have no idea, Jekyllstein. Crickets can climb. Monkeys can climb. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. That's actually strangely morose. You know, like it kind of reminds me of the story of Prometheus, where Prometheus' brother, the Titan of Hindsight, is like, hey, I'm going to give all these animals the gifts, and Prometheus is like, dude, you know, I feel like pretty much all of Prometheus' relationship with his brother, because Prometheus is the Titan of Foresight, and Epidermis, I think is his name, the Titan of Hindsight, and Prometheus keeps going like, dude, because he gives most of the gifts to the animals, and the priest is like, okay, humans, I guess I'm gonna have to steal fire for you guys. At least that's the version I heard. There's always a, I mean, yeah, it's to express yourself. I also think, again, I just connected it to Prometheus, the story of Prometheus, so, yeah, that is, I do like that. Alright, sorry. Yeah. Some of this does feel Phoenix Wrighty. And again. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead. Okay, I'm already thinking about Edelweiss. Every morning you greet me, soft and white, pure and bright, you look happy. I don't know. That's just it's weird because I don't see any direct parallels, but I'm getting that kind of vibe. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes, or asking me to come out and play. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, and it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I mean, it is actually interesting. I like the duality between like, oh, I want you know, like, or you, I don't know. Maybe it's maybe I'm just pretentious and reading too much into this. Yeah. I would like to see the best poem ever. Oh yeah, the imposter syndrome is strong with this one. Smiles sadly. Sad smiles are affecting. I feel like this is a fantasy for some guys. I I don't understand why. It just seems so stressful. Come on. What is wrong with you guys? It's just falling apart for no reason. I don't want to be the guy who destroys this awesome literature club. Yeah, seriously. Help me, Sayori. I'm honestly with you. Oh yeah. What? What? I'm sorry. It feels like these people are getting angry over nothing. So for some reason, I'm wondering if I'm like questioning whether or not I actually chose Yuri's style. But you know, when I think about recording this, I can go back and look over the footage. Yeah, I need to wrap this up soon. I'm tired. No, I don't. What is with you guys? You're thinking in this. Okay, well, now that I think about this, I am the type of person who thinks one bad interaction would ruin my relationship forever. But you know, but I also, well, there's a difference between ruining a relationship and hating someone. Alrighty, I think that's enough for today. What? Well, let me save the game? Oh yeah, I can just look and see what the... Okay. Oh. Duh. Just let me save the game. Okay. Sweet. Thank you for watching, esteemed viewers. Oh boy, I'm sure I'm wondering, I'm bracing myself for when shit hits the fan. But until then, sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, share it, only to people who you think, and again, just for the however many times I've said it, if you fuckers if you spoil anything, I'm going to get so pissed. Yeah. Anyway, woo. What else? Twitter and Letterboxd can be found in the description. There should be some stuff. You can subscribe button and a suggested video and a playlist. I'm probably gonna do Poem Monroe, which should have aired about 40 minutes ago or 45 minutes ago as of this recording. Anyway, Thank you for watching, esteemed viewers, and I will see you later. Hello again, most esteemed viewers. My name is Jekyllstein Gray, and today I am continuing my playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. Finally worked up the courage. Yeah, so it's been a busy couple days. I had to do some more homework communism episodes, you know, before I did 2 Even the Ocean episodes, which, got no views, which is something I hadn't happened in a while. But, you know, whatever. I'm trying to think of any of the other things I wanted to say. A lot of stuff happened. I recently passed over 100 Twitter followers, which is actually a big deal. I found a lot of you know, fellow macabre aficionados on Twitter, and I followed them, and a lot of them followed back, and one of them was really nice and actually retweeted the pinned tweet for my Halloween videos. Yeah, so I know. Well, I actually didn't know that, but I don't know why I said I know. And it's funny because most of them are women, which is something that it's interesting because, I mean, I'm not, like, bewildered by it, but I think that let's see. Oh, interesting. I thought that would have made, I thought Yuri would have liked that. Despise. Destiny. Tears. Like tears in rain. Time to die. Let's see. Graveyard. I'm still having trouble seeing how this is gonna get disturbing, but I guess we shall see. Disarray. Extreme sadness. Infinite. I do kind of like how you have to, like, you know, pay attention and to these characters and think about what they like. Or in this case, just Yuri, because Yuri's awesome. Oh, and by the way, I actually should have started with this. You all are a great bunch of fuckers who didn't spoil anything for me, and I applaud you for that. I thank you. Yeah, whatever. Philosophy. I do like me for some philosophy. Frightening. Melancholy. Happiness, tenacious, secretive. Grief. Oh, interesting. Horror. The horror. Another day passes. Time for the club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable. So when this video is over, I'm actually going to talk about some of my plans for the future. I have a lot. I have a lot on my plate right now. Kind of hungry. Nothing. Have my reasons. Well, is she feeling guilty or is she feeling shame? Because guilt is internal, shame is external. As always. I maybe shouldn't have picked Jekyllstein as the name for my avatar. Because it just was weird for them to tell me that. The revolution? Uh-oh. I feel like that's foreshadowing. What the? Restitution? Okay. So good. Once again, I have the problem of analysis. Of like, oh yeah, maybe I should, so yeah, so I think it's interesting, if you're a woman who loves, you know, because I'm not trying to say, you know, judge anyone or any, because I'm a man and I love the Gothic, and looking back, it does seem to be a very feminine, you know, like a thing that, you know, more feminine people enjoy, because I'm a straight cis guy, but I do tend to be pretty feminine a lot of the time, but it's also weird because it was almost all, you know, with the major exception of Frankenstein, it was almost all written by men, at least the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Such a kid! Oh man, now I'm thinking about Iris from that one anime. Oh man, it's been forever since I thought about Pokemon, and I am one of those people who stopped watching once they got rid of Brock. Yeah. I haven't really been into Pokemon for a long time. Although I am thinking about doing a Mystery Dungeon series with a guest. Yeah, where's Monica? A boyfriend? I mean, I don't know. Oh, she's one of those people, one of those, like, super good at everything people who you also can't be mad about because they're also super humble about it. I know that my school had one of them. It was like you're doing sports and you're like the valedictorian and you're also so nice, so I can't even be mad at you. I'm like, just let the other shoe drop. Just let the other shoe drop. Please don't go all Todoroki on me. Don't go all Todoroki on me. Ugh. I don't get why. I don't. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna talk about that. Let's just say some men have some preferences that I don't understand. But then again, everyone has preferences that everyone else doesn't understand. And you know, as long as you're not hurting anyone. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Oh man. Oh my left does. You know, I got a haircut recently. You know, my mom gives me haircuts. Yeah, I guess that might be weird or whatever. But it's funny because I wanted to get my hair in a Vulcan bowl cut. You know, and my mom was like, "If you do that, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go to a barber." You're gonna have to go to a barber, and I do get that sentiment, by the way. The like, every bad thing I do is unforgivable, and yeah. Anyway, and she's like, you're gonna have to get someone else to do it for you, because I will not be an accomplice here. And I was like, fair enough. Anyway, and she also, I showed her an H Bomber Guy video, and she saw it, and she was like, his laugh sounds a lot like yours, and I was like, thanks, I think? Oh boy. Once again, I see myself more in Yuri than I do in the protagonist. This is actually something I've been thinking about. You know, I played Even the Ocean, and you know, you know, the main character is a black woman, and yet I could find myself relating to her because she was in a fantasy world in a situation that I could relate to. And it just bothers me that so many guys are like, I can't relate to a character who doesn't, and I'm like, yeah, you can. Like, heck, again, like I said, I relate to this character.
It's 12 o'clock, just so you know.
Okay.
Can you?
Sorry. Yeah, I need to turn it down. I do. Sometimes you just, like, get loud for no reason. What is the darkness? When is the darkness going to... Oolong can make musics. I should turn the lights off. I don't know why I left them on in here. I should turn this down too if I'm gonna be quieter. I'm having a hard time. You know, it's weird to have the super upbeat music. It's like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, yeah, la-di-dee-dee-dum. We're having fun, and then it's like, that is something I noticed, is that, like, I have a very hard time expressing myself around strangers, but when I'm with someone I know pretty well, I'm like, I can just, like, talk. Okay, yeah, sure. says the encoding's overloaded. Oh yeah, I'm actually playing this windowed. Because I didn't do it. I don't normally do it with this kind of these kind of things, but this time I was having trouble, you know, getting back to OBS once I had started the game, and so I just put it in windowed and then I started playing, and I was like, oh, it's the same kind of. It looks the same on the screen thingy, and then I was like, sorry, and then I was like, yeah, so I'll just keep it windowed so I can keep running, so I can keep an eye on the recording and whatnot. You know, I get that it's a joke and it's an anime staple, but that type of thing is something I'm like legitimately worried about. Okay, for a second I was worried that she had an eating disorder. Oh, here's the CG. This is all such a fantasy. I'm actually kind of surprised at how long it takes to get to the disturbing parts. Wait, what did I do? Did I do the thing I was worried about? Yeah. Actually, is Monica like is Monica shipping us, or is the or is she just clueless? I mean, it's funny. There was one time I was with a bunch of female friends of mine, you know, because again, like I mentioned in the video about incels and contrapoints, I get along better, especially in kind of casual relationships with women rather than men. Although I do have like the long term, you know, like close friendships I form are usually with the rare like and who kind of has similar experiences and whatnot. Anyway, I'll put a link to that video in the description, or maybe I'll put it up on, I don't know. It'll be somewhere. Okay, actually, let's look at the timestamp. Fancy. All right, yeah, I'll put it up on the screen at like 18 minutes and 30 seconds. And the what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and there was one. There was one person. You know, I talk about politics a lot, and there was one person I was talking to. Who was also really interested in politics, and one of my other friends was like, so I was talking about politics. She was like, "Oh, if X, you know, if the person I was talking to wasn't a lesbian, I would totally ship you two." And I was like, "Yeah, I can see that." So I still don't really know what happened. I'm actually gonna show it to Yuri last. Seems like a bit of space would be nice for some time. Yeah, I would agree. I don't think I don't like the idea that you can have, you know, objective, like this is the game, like, you know, this is the one game design thing that you should be achieving. I mean, if you get something out of it, I think it's worth it. Bittersweet. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just want a sad song, and sometimes you can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness. Like with To the Moon, which you should check out my series on that. Although that, I've only done one video, and I've been like, I really need to do the other video, and yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I might as well talk about this now. I actually have 2 games for my homework next week for my class. One of them is That Dragon Cancer, and one of them is one called Gray Skies Dark Waters. So I am looking forward to playing. I'm gonna try and record them, but I'm not sure. Gray Skies Dark Waters, I think, has a better chance of working on my computer than That Dragon Cancer. So keep an eye out for those videos. But if they're not out by like next Wednesday, they're not gonna happen. At least not for now. Though I am really interested in playing both of those games for the show eventually. And the what was I gonna say? And so it's about, disability, and that's the theme for next week. And I'm going to send one of my I told my professor, like, look, I think, like, I can't promise that I'm not gonna go on tons of To the Moon tangents. And he was like, yeah, okay, I'll check it out. And now I'm like, maybe I should get the second and third videos out and then send it to him. But I don't know. It's not really. That's not something to worry about. And I also, I am gonna continue Vampire the Masquerade. But I have a friend who wants guest star, and I want to have him guest star. So we're gonna figure that out. I think it's gonna happen sometime during this weekend. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Okay, it's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf. Put the bottle in the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. So is she like scraping gray matter out of her head? I don't know. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I hurry up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. Oh boy, this is actually disturbing. I guess the shoe is starting to drop. Yeah, seriously. It's not creepy, it's unnerving. It's disturbing and... Uh-oh. There's so much. There's so I can relate. Remember, I am notorious for just not finishing games that I start on this show. Well, I would be notorious if anyone knew who I was. Like and subscribe if you want people to know who I am so they can get mad at me for not finishing these games. Alright, Natsuki. She's the one who got really mad at me yesterday, right? I mean, I don't see what the poem I wrote is, so who knows? I mean, it's interesting because yes and no. You know, on the one hand, yes, obviously I am trying to impress Yuri. On the other hand, I'm trying to impress Yuri because she is more similar to me than me, you know, and she is very she's very, and her type of poetry is also the type I would write, you know. And sometimes I will choose a word that it's tricky. No, what is he? I'm such an asshole. Why? I mean, I guess she's like. Yeah. The romantics. That the light turning on inside of you, the like, oh man, I know this, I know what to do here. I can, you know, and that, you know, actually now I'm starting to wonder if she's on the spectrum. For those of you who have not seen this show, I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last Doki Doki Literature Club video, but I am on the spectrum, so that was not meant as an insult. I need to do a video about how we talk about and classify the different parts of the spectrum, the autism spectrum. In case you didn't know what, you probably know. You're probably a smart person. Oh, the waifu equivalent. Again, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I really don't care. You know, I'm planning on doing another video about ContraPoints, a bunch of other ContraPoints videos I've watched recently, which, you know, is a talks video, and you know, I feel like I'm just playing with fire at this point, or I'm just asking for tons of people to hate me, but, but, you know, there was one, you know, video she did about the bullshit autogynephilia theory of why people are trans. You know, it's wrong and it's whatever. And every time there was someone bring up an argument, I was like, I'm like, okay, let's say for the sake of argument, yes, Ben Shapiro, we can use these tactics too. Let's say for the sake of argument that it's all true, that like every trans person is, you know, not a gonophile, which is ridiculous and bullshit, but let's say it's true. You still haven't convinced me why I should care. You still haven't convinced me why this is wrong. Why this justifies taking away people's rights, you know, people's bodily autonomy. Anyway, save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violet, grating waveforms, squeaking, accusing, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing. Okay. Meaningless. Load me? Wait, what? Load me? Yeah, it's it's interesting. Oh boy. That's kind of disturbing. Huh. Oh boy. I know, I think that sometimes. Oh, it's funny because I'm not worried about other people's criticism. I'm fine with sharing my work and getting criticism. I just don't think that anything they say is good about my work is good, you know? One of my friends texted me earlier today, and he said, you know, like, I really like your channel, and I really like, you know, you had some rough spots at the beginning, but I really like what you're doing now. And I was like, thanks, man. You know, that meant a lot to me, and I actually like the fact that he said it had some rough spots at the beginning, because then it felt less, you know, this is someone I know in real life, so it's not just some guy who's, and there is a part of me that's like, I'm glad that you like it. You know, I probably don't like it as much as you do. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. Bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian and conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Wait. So, did she turn her... Did she, there's actually a lot there. For some reason this kind of reminds me, the thing that comes to my head, the end of my mind is the end of The Most Dangerous Game, which I just remember as being kind of confusingly worded. It's been a while though. So I'm like, is she turned into the raccoon? Or did the raccoon, kill her? And is it switching perspectives? I think that, you know, these are interesting questions, and I think that a lot of people see narrative ambiguity, as a puzzle to be solved. You know, like for instance, the top in Inception. It's like, is he still dreaming, or is he? You know, and I think the point is actually isn't that. It's that you have to ask that question. Yeah. For some reason, I'm now having I'm now having, you know, like weird imposter syndrome because I haven't, you know, Mary Shelley was a year younger than me when she wrote Frankenstein, and of course, you know, logically I'm like, yeah, well, H.G. Wells was in his 30s when he published, you know, The Invisible Man, which I also really like, you know, but yeah. Some pamphlets. And then tell us what we're actually doing for the event. So actually, the one thing I want to say is the impetus for this video was kind of a video that I didn't watch for obvious reasons. The reason that will be obvious in a second, but it was called, you know, Ruining Doki Doki Literature Club by Explaining the Code Behind It. And I was like, huh, I have this on my Steam account, and I should. And it's Halloween, and I should probably play this. So that is actually one thing that I don't have in common with Yuri. I actually don't get stage fright. Like, it's like the one form of social thing that everyone seems to be afraid of except me. Now, I will, you know, when I would go on stage during like high school productions, I would get, you know, jitters. I would get, you know, a little bit of nervousness. But as soon as you actually go on stage, or as soon as I go on stage, it just all melts away. You do realize you can have a club with 5 people, right? I mean, you do. It's not that no one is going to, yeah. Interesting. I mean, I actually think that's not necessarily good advice. There's a certain thing, you know, when you're performing it in front of other people, there is a specific, you know, way you have to do things. What does that even mean? Jeez, Natsuki. What's your problem? Yeah, because you're presenting. Uh-oh. Making pamphlet. Wait, where's Yuri? Oh, there she is. Huh. I mean, all right. All right, here we go. Huh. That's odd. Okay, well, I'm running up on 45 minutes, so I think that's pretty good for today. Hopefully I'll be able to get these videos out more often. And I'm starting to see I'm starting to see the darkness. Starting to see. I thought that would have loaded my. Huh. Alright, well, thank you for watching, esteemed viewers. I am Jekyllstein Gray. If you want to see more stuff, you know, be sure to give it a like. If you want to, if you want some more stuff, subscribe and ring the bell to get notified and give it a like. So it'll feed the algorithm, and leave a comment to feed the algorithm. Let me know your thoughts on, like, you know, the feminine gothic or whatever. Anything else in the video. Share it with your friends if you liked it. Share it with your enemies if you didn't. Yeah, so, should be some more stuff up here with another video and a playlist. Yeah. I have been Jekyllstein Gray, and I will see you in another video where the other shoe is probably going to drop. Bye-bye. Hello again, most esteemed viewers. I am Jekyllstein Gray, and welcome to another episode of Jekyllstein Gray Plays Doki Doki Literature Club. We are going to continue, and still waiting for the other shoe to drop. Should I do Mowage? Nah, I'll do Existence. Oh, I thought Yuri would have liked that one. Graveyard. Intellectual. Analysis. Okay, I'm just pandering at this point. Oh, man. Let's see. Whisper. Oh, hey, she liked that. Fine, I'll throw you a bone, Natsuki. Unstable. I like how it makes you think about the characters, you know. You have to pay attention to the reading and think about what they would like. Oh, wow. Let's see. Philosophy. So these are the same, a lot of the same words, I think. I like Starscapes. Let's see. I like the Melancholy. Oh, wow. Let's see. Huh, we had a bit of a frame rate drop. Oh, I also started, I played the first game on my first PC game that I hadn't recorded in a long time, recently. Oh, hey. And the, it's called Jenny LeClue Detective-oo, and, as I started playing it, I was like, this probably could have been, this is kind of in a weird in-between zone of, like, is this spooky? Is this Halloween material? I mean, then again, I just did a To the Moon video earlier today, and that is not, that is not a, that is not a, it's much less of a Halloween game. I might do it in November as one of those, like, kind of Halloween, kind of not, that I still, yeah, anyway. Fills you with determination. Okay, everyone here thought of that, right? Anyone watching this, was that what you immediately thought of? I actually... Oh man, you guys are not going to like me. You guys are going to be mad at me for this. I actually haven't finished Undertale. It's actually been a while since I played it. Do they usually have fried squid? I was gonna say, I don't think I understand, because I barely know any Japanese. It's basically all the standard, you know, konnichiwa, all the standard stuff. Occasional things I picked up from subbed anime and stuff I read in the Legends of the Localization guy's books. Yeah. Don't mind me, you can go talk to everyone else. I really am hoping that when it gets disturbing, there's actually going to be a point to it. Like, it's going to be trying to say something interesting rather than just being like, and you thought it was going to be happy. So it said to load the game in the last video, but I didn't see that. I am also a friend of Sayori. I don't know why. Nothing about it sounded robotic. I don't know. I'm saying that you're wanted by the FBI, Jekyllstein. And I'm like, the Red Lotus was founded under the assumption. You think freedom is something that you can just give or take away on a whim. I still need to, there are so many videos I want to make, guys. Just at work today, I was actually getting a bit overwhelmed. I was thinking, like, gotta do To the Moon, and I want to do Jenny the Clue, and do I want to do Jenny the Clue in October or November, and why am I doing To the Moon in October when I could be doing Halloween stuff, and and I want to play Between Side, and like, so much. Yeah. Persona. What was I gonna say? So yeah, I need to just accept things and go with the flow. I mean, it's weird because I feel like everyone's pushing me to do these things, but like also no one has been leaving comments, and that makes sense, no one. I'm in this like almost nothing corner of the internet. I mean, earlier today I was like, wow, the the video, my incels video got like 20 whole views, like. Yeah, so, I guess, and I don't know, I'm kind of just, like, thinking about stuff. I'm just trying to, maybe I should just, like, not worry about doing stuff during Halloween, like making sure, because I'm probably gonna, anyway. And I also, just FYI, I actually did record another Vampire the Masquerade video, but it had, say it with me now, recording problems. So I'm gonna have to. I'll go into more detail about that when I do it again. That'll be fun. So, is Sayori like a psychopath who just doesn't, who's just like, acts nice around me? We're just friends, dear. Isn't everyone complex? I mean, Really? It took that much to get you to avert your gaze? Oh yeah, this is definitely I'm definitely more like Yuri. I'm just like, anyone gives me eye contact, I'm like, ah! Don't look away. I just realized I don't have any face cam or anything, because it's too much for my computer to handle, but I was like, I moved my face away from the screen towards the ground. Anyway. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm actually going to show it to Yuri first, because I'm regretting not saving and reloading the game when during the last video recording session. Oh, again, I was just talking about this in the To the Moon video. I'll put the To the Moon playlist in the end credits, or end times, and I don't know, the end of the video. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen him 1,000 times. Okay. I'm not saying body image isn't a problem, especially in school and especially among women and all that, but Yuri, like, I don't know. Maybe I probably shouldn't be so dismissive. This isn't something that I know a lot about or anything. I don't know. When she just says she has a body problem, I'm kind of like, you were designed to be waifu material. This is like, I've been trying to, I couldn't find, I was actually trying to find a image quote of this, and I actually was surprised that I couldn't. Taylor, if you've ever seen Taylor Tomlinson's Quarter Life Crisis, where she's like, a guy who respects, I always pretend that I'm not ready yet, and the guy's always like, yeah, we can wait, and like, apparently that's a turn on, and I'm like, how low is the bar for us? Oh boy. Again, just to beat a dead horse one more time, Yuri is more of a self-insert for me than the actual Jekyllstein. Oh boy. Ghost Under Light Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing in the distance a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart. teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? I mean, no, but considering that these are literally spirits of the dead, if I saw one, feeling warmth wouldn't have been the first unbelievable thing. Give me good understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. Conscious head, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, and my heart is amber. Amber is an interesting metaphor. Is it frozen in place? Wait, so now my avatar is having eye contact trouble? Okay. It kind of reminds me of the confession for Kellum in Fire Emblem Awakening. For those of you who don't know, Kellum is a character whose whole thing is he is so lacking in presence that literally he turns invisible most of the time to other people. And so if the female avatar marries him in the game, he's like, you make me feel like I exist and that I'm worth something. And it's like, and for that, I am willing to marry you. And it's like, oh, man. Okay, the suspense is killing me. It's been like 3 days. That is like, if I ever feel like anyone's taking a fancy to me, that is gonna be the first thing that comes to my head. Oh, they just feel bad for me. Oh, they don't act, I mean, I am very concerned with hurting a romantic partner. I expressed it more in the incels video, which keeps coming up. It's weird. I'm not trying to do it, at least. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The Lady Who Knows Everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever thought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall and fall even more. There's probably too many falls in that. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. At first I thought it said goal. Like as in Seagull or Goldar Heel. Seriously, like and subscribe if you got that reference. I really need to make a video about Duet at some point. For those of you who don't know, it's one of the best Star Trek episodes ever made. Found every answer, all of which went to nothing. No purpose. Ugh. That's kind of depressing. Not to get too philosophical. No way, get philosophical. I love philosophy. I mean, kind of. Humans are... Oh, I get it. I get it. Meta joke. Yeah, it is. It always feels disingenuous to me when someone's like, your work is good. Because, well, what? I'm inclined to disbelieve them. I'm inclined to disbelieve anything positive about myself. What? Okay. Come on, Sayori. No, sorry, come on, Jekyllstein. Don't deny it. Do not deny the obvious. Okay, go play with everyone else. Sounds like a, Sounds like a... It's a very infantile thing to say. Catchphrase? In your books. Just, Yuri, really? Really? Okay, sure, whatever. Moving on. Oh yeah, the festival. I completely forgot about the festival. Challenge accepted. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I honestly kind of agree with Yuri. I mean, I not agree with Yuri. I actually kind of agree with the others, you know. I would be terrible. I guess I can do some baking. I could make a pretty good coffee cake. Although I haven't done so in a while. Atmosphere. Oh man, that is actually something I've been meaning to ask. If there are any viewers of color or anything, I'm actually curious about your thoughts on, because sometimes I really want to use like the Trevor Noah Trevor Noah African accent when I'm quoting his stuff. For instance, when he talks about how traffic lights are thought of as more of a suggestion, where he's like, it adds atmosphere, but I also always feel odd doing it. So I really just want to know. So if it's, I'll stop, obviously, if it's not good. And if it's fine, then I would like to know, because I do like using that voice. But I also don't like using the voice so much that I'm gonna do racism over it anyway. What is Natsuki's problem? There's a fine line between, I don't know, woman scorned? I don't know, what is her deal? But there's a fine line between, woman scorned and, just a complete a-hole. This is such a, like, such a stupid, I don't know, fantasy. Monica, you are the valedictorian who everyone likes because you're genuinely a nice person and you're good at everything. Again, there is someone in my school, like specifically in my school who I'm thinking of, because she was, got all the good grades, was super nice and magnanimous, was super, I remember I lost to her once in like a, end of year, everything's done, we don't have anything to do, so we're going to play a history game or whatever. I lost to her once, and she was like, yeah, you did really well, and that was a hard question, and she's like way better at sports, she was better at everything, like, anyway. I'm glad I'm recording this. I actually went out of my way to record this when I started recording this, everyone was downstairs. People might have moved up now, but, Sayori? I'm not gonna do it. I always chicken out of those types of, like, jerky power move responses, like, alright, I'm gonna go with Sayori, the one who is not here right now. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Here is the thing. If I am only doing all of this to impress someone in the class, so what? Like if I'm only writing the poetry, people write poetry for people they like all the time. As long as it's not like something that they don't want. If they're weirded out by all that and tell you to back off and stuff, then obviously, and then they would be rightfully like, okay, don't stop trying to do this. But there's no indication of that, because it's deliberately designed to be a dating sim. Yeah. Why would you want to work with me? You have said nothing but mean things. I'm actually curious, is the developer of this game, is this a Japanese studio or is this an American studio? I mean, obviously it's inspired by Japanese visual novels, but I don't know if it's actually a Japanese game or not. Yeah, I have trouble expressing myself, managing, trying to help other people manage their emotions is hard enough. I was trying to make a Call Me Maybe joke, and then I ruined it, and I also don't like that song, so. I mean, who sings that? Is that Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus? I don't know, all those types of pop singers all just kind of blur together in my mind. And I kind of am out of that, teenage boy phase where we're contractually obligated to hate all Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus music and whatnot. But so now I just am I don't care. I just don't feel anything when I hear their music. Nothing positive, nothing negative. I mean, that is kind of what makes general mass market media of any type, is its blend. I mean, not all the time, sure. In fact, I would argue that the most successful ones are the ones that actually do strike a chord. You know, Star Wars doesn't feel bland, doesn't feel generic. Okay, that is one thing that I can see. Oh yeah, Yuri is very similar to me, and I what was I gonna say? Yuri is very similar to me, and I always do better like with one, maybe two people. Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, it might be good to at least check in. Uh-oh. Is this where the other shoe drops? People change. Now I'm thinking about the end of Gravity Falls. Well, not the end, but the you know, leading up to the finale, you know, the multi-part finale. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. If not, go watch Gravity Falls. It's amazing. Oh man, another way that Jekyllstein is not a self-insert for me. My room is messy. It's the cleanest it's ever been in a while, and I'm sure some people would still be appalled. Yeah. Wait, what? No, what are you talking about? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna be completely honest with you, esteemed viewer. I thought she was gonna do a confession of love. I have no idea if that was I was supposed to think that or not. I feel like it was leading you to that. Which kind of shows how self-centered the whole thing is. Or maybe just I'm self-centered. I don't know. Okay, this is like, are you seeing a therapist? This is, I mean, I do know the feeling of not wanting to impose, but, this is, this is like serious. Like that, like it's one thing to like have regular feelings of I don't know that much about depression. I need to play Depression Quest for the show because I did and then I failed and anyway it's a whole other topic. But man, but this sounds really serious. Like again, like at least you need to see a therapist. By the way, I'm just gonna say this right now because I'm actually really annoyed that I didn't put this advice up on when I did Depression Quest. If you have depression and you are on medication and you think that you can just go off them, do not do that. I mean, trust me, I don't take depression medication, but I take anxiety medication and stuff. And sometimes I forget, and I always notice. So yeah, I know. I'm sure you already know that, but yeah. I also will admit I am the type of I need to shoulder all my burdens alone, type of guy. What? Wait. Okay. First of all, again, therapy. You need therapy, Sayori. Also, I'm sorry, but you can't expect someone to only have one friend all the time. I think that's a good response. I think a lot of times, trying to make it sound like you have a better, like you have a similar experience, is. Wait, what? No, you're not What? I mean, sure, there was some selfishness involved, but like any times you try to, I have recommended so much media to other people, and a lot of it was selfishly based. I will admit that, but I also don't recommend things to people that I don't think they'll like. At the same time, or at least I don't think there's. I think if I think someone's gonna hate something, I don't recommend it to them. So, and there's some, and again, maybe I'm just like trying. I'm delusional, and maybe I'm trying, or not delusional. That's too harsh. But maybe I'm like trying to not think about these consequences. But. I also just fail to see how and I don't know, I guess it is different because the literature club is more of a commitment than a movie or something, I guess. But also, like, it's okay to be selfish sometimes. And I know I'm starting to sound like an edgelord I'm hoping I'm not. I'm worried I'm sounding like an edgelord, Ayn Rand reader, teenage Ayn Rand reader. But I do think that sometimes you have to look out for yourself. Obviously not at the expense of other people. And by expensive other people, I mean, like, you don't hurt other people just to make yourself feel better or whatever. What? Oh, no. This is actually pretty rough. And I still don't think I've gotten to the horror elements. Wait. Wait, hold on, Jekyllstein. Now, I'm Jekyllstein, but this is not me. This is kind of me, but also, I need to go into player character stuff sometime, but not right now. That also is gonna send a bad message to Yuri, and I don't know, but maybe that's worth. I mean, it would be worth it if it helped. I mean, sometimes you just gotta have an emotion. This is. I'm speaking from experience here. Sometimes you just gotta have an emotional moment, and then just let it go. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's just say I have a fairly good idea of what was in there. Although, if it's what I think it is, why do you have a physical copy, dude? Haven't you heard of the internet? Alright, I'm just gonna shut up now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I probably shouldn't be trying to see myself entirely through the lens of a fictional character. I do think I can be intense. Okay, I definitely can be intense. I mean, in some ways, it kind of is like the Vulcans in Star Trek. There's a common conception among non-Trekkies, and I know I'm just making myself such a nerd and such a geek and all that, but there's a conception, especially among non-Trekkies, and this is something I thought for a while too, that Vulcans are just robots. They're not. They actually do have very strong emotions, but they keep a lid on them, and I can keep a lid on my emotions pretty well. Every once in a while, there was one time when I was watching I don't know if I should actually talk about that. I'll maybe talk about that later. I don't know. Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna talk about it now. Over the summer there was actually a period when I was living alone in my house, in my family's house, because I had to work for a couple of weeks while the rest they were all in Utah, which was kind of nice because I got to sit on the TV and watch Ken Burns' Vietnam War for several binge it for several hours. And I got some issues with it. That's a whole nother topic. But they got to the My Lai massacre, which I did already know about and actually was kind of fascinated by, especially the helicopter pilot. If you Google the My Lai massacre if you think you can stomach it, because it's brutal. And I remember finding out that there were no consequences for anyone involved, and I flipped my lid. I was furious. I was Like, I'm really glad that no one was home, and I wonder if I think I would have behaved differently if there was someone else. But back when I was by myself, I was yelling, I was like running my hand, like I was furious at this event that happened. Who knows how? I mean, it's still tragic, obviously, no matter how long ago it happened. But and I'm honestly I'm concerned. I'm like really scared of myself in some ways, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, aromatherapy. Aromatherapy, it's a spider. That is the second Phineas and Ferb reference I've made today on the videos I'm recording today. What is my life? Oh boy, essential oils. Hopefully this one didn't come from an MLM. Is this gonna be where the crap hits the fan? Oh yeah, sounds pretty cool. Probably both. You know, it's really easy to relax and talk with people when you again, when you're super introverted and awkward like me and Yuri are. Again, I relate way more to the pre-written and pre-designed character than I do to the character who's supposed to be the player avatar. I know I keep hitting that dead horse, but man, is it weird. Yes, to each their own is something I say all the time. Again, like, a lot of times people, again, like, you know, there was that bullcrap theory. I think I might have mentioned this in another Doki Doki Literature Club video. Bullcrap theory of autogynephilia. It's not true. It's fundamentally flawed. And even if it wasn't, even if it was true, why should I care? That's the thing. There's so many of these arguments that people make, and it's like, okay. I mean, sure, that's unconventional and it might be weird to a standard person, but everyone has desires that are weird to most people who do. You know, like, that's kind of natural, and as long as you aren't hurting anybody, why should I care? Anyway, get off the soapbox again. Oh boy, she's got a knife. I mean, it's not a big deal. It would have been nice to know, though. I know, I was gonna say, If I am calling you weird, that's interesting. Oh boy. Six cups of water. I still am having trouble seeing this, despite all the foreshadowing, despite the warnings, despite the reputation, I'm still not, emotionally entirely convinced that this is gonna get all, disturbed. This is gonna turn into full-blown psychological horror, but, I guess that's gonna be my downfall, question mark? Yeah, I definitely, yes, I definitely can see that. All I need to do, is just talk philosophy with someone. And I am lucky to have found friends who I can talk about that kind of stuff with, philosophy and history and the humanities, and of course media. Yeah! Oh boy, another CG. I definitely lose myself in my own thoughts. It's funny because even though I identify with Yuri a lot, my autism, kind of radar isn't really going off it's like it is for River. And To the Moon. Yeah. How long have we known each other? I don't know. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, that's actually, that is actually... I don't know if this is anyone else, but that is, actually legitimately uncomfortable. I don't know, just the way this... I don't know if it's the expression or just the way that the sprite was just or not the sprite, or is it sprite? I don't know. The picture, Yuri was just upscaled, and it was whoa, personal space. That's actually, interesting. I actually don't know why I had that reaction. Be honest. Okay. Oh man, when I am thinking you're having some self-esteem issues, when I'm thinking that, you have self-esteem issues. Wait. What did Monica say? I might have to take back everything I said about Monica being like that person I knew in high school. Oof. Wait. Did I say that? Did my avatar say that? I always know what's best for you? What? Frick. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know. I don't love her in that. I don't know. No, it's not your punishment. It's just, I don't know. It's just a fact of life or something. Like, I don't know. Should I have just said I love her? Oh man, this game's already getting into my head. Jeez. Like, should I have said? Should I have said I loved her? Like, but what if that just made it worse? Or I'm having an existential crisis over a bunch of electromagnetic impulses. Otherwise known as near automata effect. I mean, that makes you feel better. Yeah, seriously. I mean, smiles aren't always the most important thing. Okay. Wait. Are you kidding me? Dude, not cool. What are you doing? She has depression. What are you saying? What is happening? She has depression that makes, like, did you not even Google it? Like having depression makes you have less energy. It's like, what? Okay. At least there's some self-reflection, but jeez, dude. Yeah, you should have. You should have at least, like, been there for her, I guess. I think she knows more than she's letting on. Okay, yeah, she is definitely not. She is definitely not. I'm sure that if the person I was referring to is watching, if she is watching, which I doubt she is, but if she is, I sincerely apologize for. I did not know she would be this already. I'm like, she's kind of evil, which I have not played this game before, so yeah, sure, pamphlets. Uh-oh. Get out of my head. Oh my. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh. Okay. That is like legit disturbing. Oh my. This is I legit feel like the game is somehow getting in my head. This is actually amazing. Oh no. Is she... Oh my god. 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 Oh my... Oh Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Because you... Oh my. Okay. Well, esteemed viewers, that seems like as good of a place as any to stop. Woof! Oh, jeez. I need to, I don't know, watch Star Trek or something. Oh, man. That is... Alright, I guess the other shoe dropped. Wow! Alright, I need to keep playing. I'm not today. I need to keep playing. Okay. Woof! That is... Gee, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna stop babbling now. I'm like... Anyway. Thank you for watching. Wow! Sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, I actually do really want to keep playing because this is very engaging. Okay. YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell to get notified when I do the next video, which is probably going to be tomorrow because, again, I really want to keep playing this. Yeah, so, yeah, should be some more videos and stuff up here. If you need to detox a bit, have something cathartic and sad, but also hopeful and whatnot, To the Moon videos I'm going to put up. Also, but then again, maybe don't, because I talk a lot about, especially in the second video, about the kind of crap autistic people have to deal with. Anyway, don't, just do what you need to do. Do what you need to do some good in the world, or to, I don't know, have fun. You enjoy yourself. Something. I don't know. Bye!